a lot of women want to use men for money, but get mad when men just use them for sex. So a lot of men can tell when a woman just want to use them for money. You got a lot of women that can act real good. I mean, all actors not on TV, But some men know how to play dumb and act like you're fooling him. You know, he act like your act is really working. Your fake smiles and hugs and sexual favors. Um, acting like you're really interested in him, but deep inside, he know that if he didn't have a certain lifestyle or things wasn't a certain way, if he was just having a downhill, a hard time in his life, things happen sometimes with people with health, bad investments, lose jobs. You can go from a sense of security to living check to check like that. You know, only a few people are able to really save money. A lot of people they live beyond their means, men and women. Um, so a lot of guys they play dumb and say, "Oh, this girl attractive." I can tell she fake and something not authentic about her. You know, but she look good, and I'm gonna have sex with her. So that's what a lot of guys say, and a lot of guys do. You know, and that's just how it happens. But when a guy do use a woman for sex, she forget all about that she used him for sex. She forget all about that. I mean that she used him for money, and I mean she was trying to use him for money. She was trying to fool him into making him think that she's really serious about him. She really loved him, but he saw through it and he played through it. He played and faked and act like he really was down, with the program, you know. So a lot of times, first thing women do is when they like a guy, they want to give him, lure him in with the sex. But a lot of guys that have a so-called sense of security um, have options, have other women that they having sex with. Now, do they want to try you out? Yeah, 9 times out of 10, yes. But a lot of times, a man can see through a woman. Also, when he know that you don't really know him that well, and you don't really know him that well, but you acting like he's the one. You acting like he's so interesting when and he like, I can tell that if I didn't have what I have and you was dealing with another man, you probably wouldn't be giving him no attention, no time of the day. But due to our so-called have a sense of not needing nobody financially, not needing no help financially, and I seem to got my financial lifestyle on a kind of a not struggling, and then the women put on that act. A lot of women put on that act just because a man is, you know, not needing nobody. So she'll say, act like she don't need nothing from him, and they put on a good act on how, oh, I hate men that try to get me with their money. They use reverse psychology. They play victim. All these things that most women do when they meet a guy that sound like that, that look like he don't need no, he not struggling financially. Not saying women supposed to be with a homeless guy or a man that don't want to do nothing. But in the real world, rich people have hard times. What we what we what we call rich people, millionaires and stuff like that, they have hard times. So if they have hard times, somebody that's making 100,000 or less, they making, they can have hard times within a snap of a finger. So people have to, women have to keep that in mind, and people have to keep that in mind when they envy people that so-called, you know, have a lot of millions or got it together. Now, don't get me wrong, some people do have it together. They have billions or a lot of millions, but it has a limit. We all heard the story of Mike Tyson and MC Hammer, how they blew millions, and I don't think they went flat broke, but I think they got to a point where they lost a lot of that money, to a point where they in their mind they were broke. But you just gotta understand that when you're dealing with a lot of women nowadays, they want the finished product. They want a man that don't need them. They don't want to help. Personality don't mean nothing without money. With most women nowadays, your heart don't mean nothing without money. With most women nowadays, your personality and heart is just a bonus after they know you got a security. They always say I want a good man, but a good man in them is just not struggling financially. Just not struggling financially. And eventually, if he ever hit rock bottom, he gonna realize that, wow, my woman didn't really like me. If he got fooled by her. Now, a lot of guys do get fooled because they don't know how to tell when a woman really like them and when a woman really don't like them. When a woman is using them, or if a woman is really genuine. A lot of times you could tell the fake women because they'll ask you stuff like, they'll say stuff like, what do you do for a living? They ask you stuff like, what do you do for a living? You like your job? Did you need a degree to do your job? They want to see how your money is. They're trying to get an idea on how your money. Really, they're looking for a title so they can Google. They would like to be able to Google how much you make. You say business owner, they still want a title. They don't know how much you're making, so they want to. Do you like it? That's another way of seeing if they. That's another way of them asking, are you making a lot of money? If you say you like it, they say, oh, well, he must be making some money. They got trick questions and quick phrases, trick questions and trick phrases to find out information without directly asking it. A lot of women do a great job being indirect. So, you just got to be careful. Guys got to be careful. And I think some of the real women out there, they need to start addressing the truth, which a lot of real women are. Like Danica and a few other girls, they're addressing the truth that that is more to a man than just his money. A lot of women are. Not a lot, but a few women are. I see the uprising of women saying, why are we acting fake? Why are we indirectly prostituting? Why we don't want to grow with a man? Why you gotta always have? As if he can't hit rock bottom just because he a man. As if he can't have a hard time just because he a man. Like he can't have a bad investment. He can't get injured or have a emotional breakdown from a death or something, and it's kind of affect his work, so he had to have time off with no pay. So many different angles and directions that can cause a person to financially hit rock bottom. It's so many different angles. So any woman that's virtuous with a good heart, they want to be there for a man They want to be there for him when if he need their help. Not just because, oh, I'm gonna act like I love him and give him sexual favors and laugh at his jokes and huddle and hug and cuddle with him. You know, try to have his kids and, you know, just hopefully that he never have a financial problem. You know, I don't really love him, but I'm gonna fake like I do. So I think I encourage you guys to act like you broke. You guys that got security, act like you broke for a month. Act like you broke for a month or something from a girl. See how they act. See how the woman act when you tell her you broke or you ain't got no money, you ain't got no money, you ain't got no money. And see if she try to help you or if she leave. That's how you get to know who really like you. Act like you don't have. If they're trying to help you, that means they really like you. I'm Allan Williams, the Reallionaire. You know who I am. If you want to see the next video, press the bell, like, subscribe. I love you, but Jesus love you more. Reallionaire Nation, we out.